Hey everyone, it's July and that means that it's time for another update. So, I think I'm going to get to the questions first. So I made a video where I asked you guys to ask me some questions and I got 3 questions, so we're going to get right to them. And the first one is, will you review Castle Grayskull and any other Masters of the Universe figures? And the answer is yes. Actually, this month I'll be doing a review of the first He-Man figure, and then next month we have PowerCon coming on. So for next month I'll actually be having I'm going to be doing Stinkor, Mossman, and Castle Grayskull. Castle Grayskull I'm going to be reviewing the weekend of PowerCon. So be on the lookout for that next month. So that's going to be really cool. I'm actually really excited to go to PowerCon this time. I know last time I was a little kind of meh about it, but that's because I had just gone to Power Morphicon, and that was a bigger convention than PowerCon. And you know, there was a few things that I thought that PowerCon could have done better. But this year there's no real competition, at least for me. So you know, I'm more excited this year to see, or to go to PowerCon. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I might do a PowerCon video. We'll see what happens. Or I might just put it in with the Mossman video. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yes, I will be doing more Masters stuff. And it's going to be more kind of like the Alien and Predator stuff that I've been doing. So I'll be doing the figures and the comic. But I need to figure out a good hook for it. I've been writing the He-Man review, and I don't know. I don't really feel like I have a good hook for it yet, at least. So I'm really working hard on getting that He-Man review all set, and then of course Castle Grayskull, which I have a boxed version of it, so you guys will be able to see the box of Castle Grayskull. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, so then what is your favorite core figure? That was another question that was asked. And I kind of have to break this down, so because there's so many different versions of the core. So for the vintage line, I would have said Fox. Fox is probably my favorite in the vintage line, except for one thing. The card art that they put him in, he looks like an old man. He also looks like this character from this Mexican TV show called El Chavo. And there's this old guy that he's the mailman, and he kind of looks like Fox. So, or should I say Fox looks like that mailman, like Jaimito el Cartero, that's his name. So, yeah, so I was going to say Fox, but the card art just kills me every time. So, my favorite in the vintage line is actually Hiro Yamato. So, you know, he's the ninja. So, and he's been there from the beginning. That's the one core figure that I remember from my childhood. It wasn't mine; it was my cousin's. But he had the one with the red hood and the light blue outfit. So Hiro Yamato is my favorite from the vintage line. From Commando Force and Special Forces, it would have to be Gills. I like Gills a lot. To me, Gills is like Snake Eyes. So I know he's not a ninja, but I mean, I don't really see him talking or any of that. I just kind of see him as he's a diver, but he's also kind of like a ninja, and he doesn't talk or anything. So he's very mysterious, and I like that about him. Even though Condor also has the face mask, I like Gills a little bit more. Maybe it's because I was in the Navy, so I don't know. That might be it. And then we got from New Recruits. I like Ghost. I really like the body that they used on him, which is the same one as Ice. Ice was a close second, but I like the body that they used on Ghost. And I also like that gray and red that they put on him, which was pretty cool. And it's also one of those weird things where it's like, you know, he is a member of the One Hit Wonder Club. So you don't really get too worn out on him like you would with someone like Rucker. Like I think a lot of us are really tired of seeing Rucker and that's why it's so special to see Ricochet, the one with the brown sleeves, because you don't see him very often, but Rucker is just like always there in that green uniform. So, but yeah, I would have to say Hero, or not Hero, Ghost is probably my favorite when it comes to new recruits. And then for Elite, it's no-brainer. It's gonna be Puma. I really, really like Puma. I even like her over Snakebite. I think the whole Exo Squad hair thing just kind of cut her off for me. But Puma is pretty cool. I like her backstory. I like that they added a member from the Super Soldiers. So that was pretty awesome. That they, you know, she expands through the core universe, which is pretty sweet. And also, from what my buddy GrizzGeek was saying, was that in the core comic book, there's a female character in there, and he was saying something like, "Oh, that was supposed to be Puma," and yeah, it looks like Puma, but you know, she has a different name. Maybe it's one of those things where, who knows? Maybe she had a different name before they made Puma. But I like Puma a lot. She's probably my favorite in that whole thing. You know, the whole she's an assassin and she does poisons and all that stuff. That's pretty sweet. So for Elite, it would have to be Puma. And then for Tech Wars, it's gonna be Shrapnel. I like Shrapnel. I like the whole mysterious thing. I don't know if you've already noticed, but Hiro Yamato, he has his face covered. Gills, he has his face covered. So I like Shrapnel a lot. I like the whole, like, you know, face, skull face thing, and he's just a plain normal guy. You know, just kind of, you know, he's the army builder. So I really like Shrapnel a lot. But my overall favorite would have to be Puma. I don't think there's any surprise there. One of the first female core figures, and she's just super cool. I mean, you know, she kind of has like that Lara Croft kind of feel to her too. I just, you know, oh, she's Brazilian, and I don't know. I just see like just adventure and just so many cool things going on with Puma. So my favorite overall is Puma. Okay, and then the last question I got, which was, it was a lot of fun, and it took me a while to figure this one out. You're 10 years old, and you're standing in the toy aisle. You have $50 burning a hole in your pocket. What do you buy? So I had to split this into two, because it wasn't very specific, so I had to do one for 2019 and one for when I was 10 years old, which was in 1992. So for now, it took me a while to guess, but I went through the different websites, Target, Walmart, and all that. And what I came up with was I would actually get the Beast X Morpher from Power Rangers. It would actually be all Power Ranger stuff. So I'd get the Beast X Morpher. I'd get Blue and Yellow Ranger, since I already have the Red Ranger. And that would be also, I think as a kid I would have already gotten the Red Ranger too. And I'd get one of the Micro Morpher Zords, which is, it's pretty cool. The Micro Morphers are just these little itty bitty blind bag type figures. I don't like blind bags, you guys already know that. But I like that it's this small box, and you open it up, and it actually, you put it together to make a Zord. And then, and inside of that, inside of each one of those little boxes that you use to build the Zord, you get one of the small figures or two of the figures. I don't remember how many, but I thought that was pretty cool that you get a little Zord that's a carrying case, and you get the little figures. So, and those are only like $5.99. So I'd get a bunch of little things, because I couldn't think of anything that was $50 and that, you know, I would just drop $50 on. So and as I was looking through it, it was not really anything that was $50. So that would be if I was 10 years old in 2019. And then for 1992, if I had $50 burning a hole in my pocket, I would actually get a bunch of Crash Test Dummy stuff. The Incredible Crash Dummies Crash Test Center, like, that thing is really cool. Like, it has a car that smashes and all the pieces go everywhere. The figures, you press a button on them and they just explode. And I had one growing up and immediately lost the pieces. So that was my only experience with Crash Test Dummies at that time. when I was a kid. But that's probably what I would want. Maybe like a battle troll, because I did have one. So so that's like another thing. Terminator was pretty big back then, but I think at that time I had the one that I wanted. So I don't think I would get anything else. Maybe the Bioflesh Regenerator. But I think overall I would want the crash test dummy stuff, just because there's so many features to these things, and at this point now trying to get that stuff, they're almost like, I hate using this term, but they're almost like grail pieces. I don't like using the term because grail piece to me is something that is just about impossible to find. So an actual grail piece to me would be these small robots that I had as a kid that you put together. They're like these little rubber robots that you can put together, and I've never seen them anywhere else, but I know that they existed. That's a grail piece to me. But the Incredible Crash Test Dummies, they're not grail pieces, but they are really expensive. They're really hard to find complete because the pieces just fly all over the place. So that's what I would get with $50, would be the test center and a bunch of figures, and who knows, maybe like the car or something. So that's what I would get with $50. Head on over to KB's and get that stuff. Okay, so I do have a quick announcement to make about the giveaway. So we all know Ronald Cordova won the giveaway, and I haven't heard from him. I've tried to. I know it's partially my mistake, because I thought I could just go to his YouTube page and contact him, and it turns out that I can't do that. I totally dropped the ball on that. So I guess if you haven't made any videos, on top there's no about, and that's how you actually get a hold of someone. You go to about, and then you can message someone. Well, when I went to his YouTube page, there was none of that, because he's not a content creator. So I haven't heard from him yet, and there hasn't been a giveaway, and I've waited the whole month just to try to get it done. I will still honor it for him, so if he wants to pick up the Primal Clash stuff, just go and message me on YouTube, and that way I know that it's Ronald. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and open it again. So you guys will have a second chance to win Primal Clash stuff, and I'll be making that video. I'll be opening it up again, and you guys, unfortunately, you guys are gonna have to resubmit for that. So I'm not gonna count anything from the past one except for that Ronald one. So Ronald still won, but I'm gonna do another giveaway for that. So there's that. So I hope you guys like that. That you guys are gonna get another chance at getting the Primal Clash figures. So I figured that'd be pretty cool, and I owe it to you guys. So there's that. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at my calendar. I got like a dry erase board. I actually got 3 of these now. So I got the current month, the next month, and the month after, which is pretty cool. So for this month, you guys should be expecting SpiderMan Homecoming being released on the 2nd, which is going to coincide with the movie, and it's going to be kind of like I did the last time with SpiderMan Homecoming. So Spider-Man Far From Home video is going to be coming out on the 2nd. And then on the 4th, there's not going to be a Friday video because of the 4th of July. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I was going to do American Gladiators, so I started that up. I got a lot of footage that I needed, and I got the whole script done. But I want to do it right, so I had to cut it because of time. I didn't have enough time to do it. So, and on top of that, I was going to actually do the whole month was going to be American Gladiators for the Tuesday videos. So on the 4th of July, you'll be seeing my contribution to Cobra Convergence. Even though I'm not one of the headliners on Cobra Convergence, Hooded Cobra Commander, he said that we can make a video and let him know, and then he'll do like a little reel or whatever. But I'm doing that one. I'm doing a Cobra Convergence video, so it'll be the Fang 2. And then for the week after that, I got Ducktails. So that's already finished. It's already scheduled, so that you'll be seeing that the following week, the second week of July. It'll be the action figures. And then I'll be finishing off the Shinobi Squad with Mirage. So you'll be seeing that on the second Friday. And then we got Comic-Con week. So third week will be Comic-Con week. I'm planning on doing the Turtle Lair finally. So I already have everything done for that, except for the editing. So the Turtle Lair, it'll be another Technodrome Files. I know it's been a while. Last time I did it was, actually it was my last video before I got sick. So, and that was for the Battle Shell Turtles. But I'll be doing the Turtle Lair for Technodrome Files. I've been wanting to do that, and I just kept pushing it. So I'll finally be able to get the Turtle Lair on there, and the Party Wagon should be coming up shortly after that, or Shredder, one of the two. But for Comic-Con weekend, since it is Comic-Con, for the core, I'll be showing you guys the core comic book. I found a place that had it, and I got it. And everyone's always asking, where can I get the comic book? And what's the comic book about? How long is it? All these questions, and there's never any answers. So I kind of got tired of that, and it's like, well, it's a comic book, and it's Comic-Con weekend. So you guys will be seeing the core comic book. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. That's exciting news for me, and I know for the core fans, because a lot of you guys just want to know about it. And then we got Heman for the fourth week, for the fourth Tuesday. So that'll be the first thing for the new show, Castle Replace Skull. So that's kind of the name that I have for now, but who knows, I might change it. But yeah, Castle Replace Skull with He-Man will be the first one, and then we'll see Stinkor the next month, and then for PowerCon we'll be seeing Castle Grayskull. So I will the choices that I gave you guys for the 1,000 viewer or subscriber video. I am gonna do those. I'm just kind of taking my time with those. For example, like the Bioflesh Regenerator, you guys will be seeing that about the same time that the Terminator movie is coming out. So that's when you'll see the Bioflesh Regenerator. Castle Grayskull's coming up, and then I already have a lot of the stuff done for American Gladiators, and that just leaves the Bug. The Bug, I am waiting a lot longer for that one, just because it's summer, it's San Diego, and the beaches get kind of full. And I would love to do footage of the Bug at the beach. So I'm going to wait till everything calms down after summer, maybe in the fall or even in the winter, head on out. And there's this place called Sunset Cliffs, and it's one of my most favorite places to go to. And that's where I'll be doing the footage for the Cobra Bug. So Cobra Bug will probably be at the end of the year. So I'll have all the videos that you guys got to vote on done by the end of this year. And then we got Gorilla Alien will be the last Friday of this month. And then for the last video of the month, I haven't really decided yet. I'm not 100% on it, but it's probably going to be a bootleg. So I don't know if it'll be a Saint Seiya bootleg or a Street Fighter bootleg. It's called World Fighters, and it's basically like a Mighty Max, but with Street Fighter figures, and it's a Super NES controller that you open up, and it's one of the stages. So it was really hard to get. So it's not 100%, but you'll get the basic gist of the whole thing. So it's something I had growing up. But that's what I have planned for July. Do I have Marauders? Yes. August we'll start off with the Marauders. I just have one video for Marauders set up for August, and then September we'll have two more Marauders videos at least. I think Right now, September is the one that I could change the most, but I'm just kind of trying to finalize July, and then after that I can start working on August. But I think I got August pretty set. It's also my birthday month, so I decided that I want to do my actual toys that survived. So, because I don't have very many, but I do have stuff like the ninjas that you see behind me, and then I have Slam Dance, which is a red and a blue tape, transformer tape. So, so I'm planning on doing those guys. Like I said, Castle Grayskull, because hey, you know, that was my base when I was growing up. So, yeah, and then I have a big video. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys won't really care about it, but to me it's going to be a big deal. It's for MASH. I absolutely love the show MASH. It's definitely in my top 3 favorite shows of all time. And I have all the figures. I have most of the vehicles. I have the helicopter, but my helicopter's broken, and that one's really hard to get. And I don't have the base, so all I have is the playmat for the base. But I want to do a whole MASH video, and that's gonna be done differently. I'm gonna be in it. I have other people that are gonna be in it, and it's just gonna be a big ordeal for me. So I kind of wanted to do that kind of as a birthday present to myself. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun making it, and but I also know that it's not gonna get a lot of views. But I feel like as a military toy collector like G.I. Joe or the Corps, MASH is kind of an important step, because it's these military toys, but they're based on real people. So, and it's also like they were aimed at adults. Like, I don't know why they would make toys, especially at that time. So we'll see. But that's for August. You'll see the update for that later and see exactly where I'm at. So stay tuned for the giveaway video, and it'll be just like last time, where you just comment on there and I'll check everything, and yeah, and then you guys will see who won this time. And I'm gonna change it around so that you guys have to contact me on my YouTube, or I'll even do my email on there, so that way you guys can send me an email, and then, you know, I'll just have to hopefully you'll have the same name as your screen name or something. So anyway, so thanks again for everything, and we'll see you on the next video, which will be Spider-Man Far From Home.